Hello, students. When we look around ourselves, we find that nature is full of patterns. We observe that in nature, many things follow a certain pattern, such as the petals of a sunflower, the holes of a honeycomb, the spirals of snail, feather of peacock, web of spider, and so on. Are such patterns there in maths also? Have you ever observed them? Yes, numbers in mathematics can also be visualized in some patterns. Let's see how. Observe this number pattern on your screen. The first pattern shows relation of consecutive odd numbers to the squares. And the second pattern shows the relation of consecutive odd numbers to the cubes of various numbers. Now students, observe this set of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Here, numbers follow a logical pattern, isn't it? That is, these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 is a set of natural numbers. Here, each number increases by 1 from the preceding number. That is, if we add 1 to 1, we get 2. Further, if we add 1 to 2, we get 3 and so on. Each number is referred to as one term here. For example, 1 is the first term, 2 is the second term, 3 is the third term and so on. Also observe these 3 dots put at the end of 5. They mean that the list will go on endlessly. These dots are referred to as ellipses. You know students, the list of numbers need not always start from 1. For example, in this list, the starting number is 0. Yes, absolutely. It starts with 0 and continues as 0, 5, 10, 15, 20 and so on. So then what's the pattern here? Observe that every number here is a multiple of 5. That is, every number is increased by 5 to get the next number. So we can say that here there is a constant increment of 5 as we move ahead in the list. Now students, in maths, when such a list of numbers follow any specific logical pattern, we call it as a sequence. So we say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a sequence of natural numbers. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20 is a sequence of multiples of 5. Can you form a sequence where there is a constant increment of 2? Pause the video, take a second and try to form one such sequence. It is very simple students. Just write down multiples of 2 or just write down numbers by adding 2 to the preceding number. Like for example 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. Or 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. So from these examples, can we define what a sequence is? Sequence is a list of numbers which follow a specific logical rule or pattern. Yes, you got it right. When we list numbers in a specific pattern or a logical manner, we call that list as a sequence. For example, list of prime numbers, list of even numbers, list of square numbers, list of cube numbers, etc. So students, if I give you an exercise to identify which list among the following is a sequence, can you do it? Take a second, pause the video and think about it. Here in example 1, there is a specific pattern. Observe that every number is a multiple of 7. That is, each number is increased by adding 7 to it. So it's a sequence. In example 2, numbers have no specific pattern or logical rule for their arrangement. Simply, they are arranged in increasing manner. They are indeed in increasing order, but there is no logical pattern, so it is not a sequence. Now in example 3 as well, we observe a specific pattern. Each number in a set is a prime number, as we can observe very clearly. Hence, it is an example of sequence. Now try this example 4 by yourself. Now students, again observe these sequences from our previous examples. Do these sequences have specific formula to find the next term? Or from the previous term, can we predict the next term that should come in a sequence by some formula? Yes, you're right. Here we add a fixed number to the term to get the next term. Like we added 7 to 7 to get the next term 14. And we added 7 to 14 to get 21 and so on. Or, in example, we added 15 to get the next term 15 or 30 and so on. Thus, any sequence which has a specific rule or formula can be called as progression. Or in other words, progressions are yet another type of number sets or sequences which are arranged according to some definite rule. So then what is the difference between sequence and progression? We will see in our next video.